Thank you, Mr. Garrett.
Hi, Avis.
Hey, thank you. Each and every one of you. Each and every one of you honor me with your presence today. Did everybody hear the story of why we're here today?
Tell it again. Tell it again.
Okay. Right here is where Barrett or enslaved people from the slavery time in America. Up there is a house that's the Upper Dublin's administration building that is the Underground Railroad Station, and you can tour it if you would like to and see some of the stuff in there. When I became a member here at Upper Dublin monthly meeting, somebody said, Avis, you know, we have some enslaved people buried here. I couldn't believe it. And my other members, I'm the only and first African American member here, so they really didn't understand the importance of it. And you know that African American history has been neglected or ignored throughout. So I said I wanted to do something for them. And so I had a leading. That's when God talked to you and say, do something or I'm gonna afflict you. So I did something. And I had 2 memorial services that was beautiful, and a lot of my friends are here today, and more I'm going to make today. I want to stop for a second and say thank you for Judith Barnes for making this happen. Would you stand and just bow your head or just wave your hand? That's her. All right, that's all for the talking. Let's go. Let's do something, okay? Now I'm going to turn it over to the introduction man. This is my good friend, Sam. Thank you.
Okay. Again, welcome again. It's incredible to see so many people out here on a little bit of a chilly but sunny Saturday morning. So I want to thank you very, very much. Just as I said, a remarkable event and of deep, particular meaning to me, as well as many others who are here today. So I think the next thing on the program is we're going to sing the hymn Amazing Grace. Are we doing a cappella or is there music?
Acapella!
You haven't given out all the music sheets.
Okay.
Someone's going to start it. Who's it going to be?
Yeah, me.
You can't read? Where did you? Who say it made that way? Oh, they're going to play it.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? Here. These are the beautiful band from Upper Dublin High School.
not sure how I got elected to start the song. Until all my work was over. But let's sing Amazing Grace. As you know, was composed by a former slave trader who saw the light and for the rest of his life tried to work very much against that. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I was lost, but now I'm found.
The African American people who are here being honored here today with this memorial marker are historical heroes who never had their voices heard or their place in history truly recognized. These strong and resilient people died here while fleeing slavery on the Underground Railroad. They suffered the cruelty of slavery and were secretly buried without anyone to mourn them until this day. The former Cherry Lane Farm, which is adjacent to the Upper Dublin Friends Meeting House, was a station on a branch of the Underground Railroad. The farm belonged to Hannah and Thomas Atkinson, Quakers and members of the Upper Dublin Friends Meeting. The Atkinsons were active abolitionists from 1852 to 1864 and helped many runaway slaves seeking freedom in northern states of Canada. The former Atkinson farmhouse is still in use today as the Upper Dublin School District Administration offices, and as the building still contains some of those secret places where some frightened and terrorized people were hidden during that time. Both Thomas and Hannah Atkinson are buried in this meeting house graveyard, alongside those they secretly tried to save. It is important to preserve these sacred places in order to remember the past history of our country and to better understand its policy that supported the system of buying and selling human beings. We are here to celebrate the resilient human spirit shown by our African American forebears here, buried here. They were truly remarkable people. Their sacrifices and triumph are paramount in our nation's history. And although no one knows exactly how many African Americans perished and were buried in this graveyard, we have been blessed to find that we have a part of American history in our own backyard. We are gathered here today to honor those that have come before us. This day and these dedication is to honor and remember those whose tireless struggles and has paved the way to freedom.
Okay. Wait, it's on.
Louder.
A.
Like an ice cream cone.
A replica of a log cabin quilt design bears the memorial stone in the Upper Dublin Friends Meeting House graveyard. This log cabin quilt design is a tribute to the strength of African Americans held in bondage. This log cabin quilt probably indicates a safe house, which was a place of protection and refuge for fleeing, fearful, hungry runaways heading for freedom. The quilt codes such as this shows how people cleverly created their own means of escape from slavery using their own resources that they had. It was illegal for those held in bondage to learn to read or write, so they created quilts as a visual means of communication. Each quilt design has a distinct meaning. Together, they provide a visual map to freedom across the many miles through unknown communities.
Veronica Dudley will unveil the memorial stone joined by her grandmother Cynthia Wayne.